As you realized, Japan is the country which the other country respect and also known as one of the highest honest countries in the entire world. Back in 19th century, Japan opens an economy to trade with another country. Nowadays, Japan is the third largest economy after China and the United States. By the way, many people probably want to know about Japan. That's why today video, I will share with you 17 surprising facts, which you might do not know about Japan. So let's get start. 1. Japan is an island nation. Japan is a group of islands that form a country, typically referred to as an archipelago. The Japanese archipelago consists of 6,852 islands. While only 430 of those islands are inhabited. Moreover, there is an average of 1,500 earthquakes yearly in Japan due to its location in the Ring of Fire, but most of them can't be felt. 2. Trains in Japan are the most punctual in the world with an average delay of only 18 seconds. People are hired to push people inside of trains during rush hour. More than 50% of people living in Tokyo, Japan use public transportation. That percentage compared with the population creates massive commuter. In fact, most of the railways operate over capacity by nearly 200%. 3. There are more pets than children in Japan. Back in 2013, Goldman Sachs found that there were more pets in Japan than children. Depend on statistics, there were 21.3 million cats and dogs registered, and only 16.5 million children below the age of 15. Japan may be a great paradise for pet lovers. 4. More than 50,000 people in Japan are over 100 years old. This is another problem for the Japanese country. Because of the low birth rate and increased elderly population. 5. Tokyo is the most populated city in the world. Tokyo is the most populated city on Earth with 38,140,000 people. The United Nations expects the city to hold that title until 2030. 6. More than 5 million vending machines around the country. There are millions of vending machines, which sell anything from food to sex toys. The countries actually fascinate with automation as demonstrated in this vending machine culture. If you plan to visit Japan, you maybe notice that every street in Japan has at least one vending machine. 7. Oftentimes, teenagers usually using mobile even in the shower, so they always attach waterproof. 8. Almost everyone can read and write in Japan. Literacy is about 99%. There are 3 writing systems in the Japanese language: hiragana, katakana, and kanji. 9. Public transport is expensive in Japan. You might think that the price of transportation in Japan is cheap, but it is not true. The good idea is you have to get Junior Pass to obtain a discount. It is unavailable within Japan. 10. Toilets in Japan are very high technology. After all, you are in the country known for high-tech equipment. 11. Crime is relatively non-existent. Japan's murder rate is 15 times less here in the States. While on average Japan has 2 gun-related homicides per year, making it the safest country in Asia and the second lowest homicide rate in the world. Tokyo is one of the safest countries on the planet with almost no street crimes. 12. There are very little immigration and diversity. Japan did not similar to the United States that allowed a lot of immigration per year. In fact, 98% of the population is actually Japanese and the other 2% are foreigners. 13. Baseball is the most popular sport in Japan. Not football. Not tennis. But it is baseball. 14. Bondage or BDSM may have started in Japan. Back in 1400, police would use shibari, or the art of rope bondage, to hold prisoners captive. In the late 1800s, a new wave of shibari started, bringing the art of bondage into the bedroom. The positioning of knots on certain pleasure points on the body can stimulate sensuality and strength. 15. Christmas as a romantic holiday. Christians have only 2% of Japan's population, but most people celebrate on Christmas Eve rather than Christmas Day. Furthermore, Christmas Eve is considered to be more of a date night, similar with Valentine's Day, with couples going out for fancy dinners and exchanging romantic gifts. 16. Eating horse meat is common. 17. It's rude to eat or drink while walking. Normally, you always see someone eating something, drinking coffee while walking on the street in Western countries, but this is not looking good in Japan. While it is not considered quite as rude as it used to be, eating or drinking while walking is still looked upon as low-class behavior. When most Japanese people buy food or drink from a vending machine on the street, for example, they will consume the whole thing while standing beside the machine to avoid walking with it. Thanks for watching this video. I hope this video is useful and hope you appreciate it.